Hello, my name is Nelson. I just woke up like 5 minutes ago, so I look like crap or whatever. I don't really care. All right, so I don't really know how to like even try to promote this or try to bring awareness to this clip that probably no one will watch. But okay, so have you ever woken up to think that you're in a dream? Like everything looks the same color, but it's like a little bit just off, a little bit more dry, a little bit more dull. It's kind of like how everything looks, but it's like if they purposely put the contrast a little low and the sharp a little bit, so you almost see everything in like HD. No, I wasn't high. I was having a dream that I woke up like I did just now, and I was walking around my apartment, and I was getting some coffee, and all of a sudden, within that dream, I felt this like fresh air just breeze through my right side, and that's when I woke up, and I was in my bed, so it really didn't feel like I was in a dream. It just felt like I just woke up 10 feet before coming into where I was. Okay, so like I said, I just woke up and all that stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna put this out there. So this is only like an experiment run for what I'm working on. Like, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a researcher. Well, I think people can be researchers without having to go to school. Without, all you have to do is just find a topic that you want to investigate and do some kind of background stuff and just do it. And that officially makes you a researcher, I believe. So this is an experiment. I can't really disclose it because A, it's not going to make sense to a lot of people. B, it could. And see, if it does, it's going to be like half sense or parts of sense, and you're not going to capture the whole thing. And I don't really want to make you go into any kind of rabbit holes or any blue or red pills or whatever the fuck you want to call it nowadays. I mean, we all know, we basically either know or we don't know. And it's not a big fucking deal if you ask me. It's like, fuck. Okay, great. Alright, so, I have not read this book, okay, but I was walking around my apartment and it looked pretty good. Like, I used to follow a lot of people on Tumblr, but I had to like rearrange a lot of stuff. And this one Tumblr person posted this picture of this girl flying. I'm not sure if the girl was descending towards where she was going to, or she was going up. But this picture reminded me of that. And I look at the book, and it's called The Girl Who Could Fly. Victoria Foster, or, you know. And it says, it is the oddest, sweetest mix of Little House on the Prairie and X-Men. So I'm just kind of like, I find it very interesting where they like say it's a mix of Little House on the Prairie and X-Men, because I'm thinking about, okay, if Little House on the Prairie is the one where they take the dog to the backyard and they kill him, right, or something like that, but if it's during that time, and X-Men, like, I just think how like funny all the X-Men would probably look like in their old outfits and like wearing those hats that people wear where they work in the farms. Alright, so it's been 4 minutes and 20 seconds that I've been talking, and like I said, this is an experiment. As weird as it sounds, I'm trying to see who would comment. I also want to see what happens that I perceive, because people basically perceive what they perceive, which you're like, oh, duh, that's like trying to say people that talk. No, but what I'm trying to say is that if you really believe that destiny exists, and if you believe that serendipity exists and all that stuff, then you subconsciously or physically, you believe that everything that happens was either meant to happen that way, so that it can prevent you from going to a certain place due to some unknown cause, or it happens that way because it was meant for you to learn from that experience, for you to capture that experience, and for you to continue with what you have learned. And I believe in that to an extent, until I prove that everything that I have learned was not manipulated by some outside power or some outside manipulative force. But besides that, like, I really have learned a lot. I especially learned a lot from because things are never what they seem, and that is because things are never about you. Like, things are never about the individual. Things are never really about you. Things are about the big picture, and well, you can make them seem about you, which is not a big deal. I mean, go ahead, but in reality, it's not really about you. There's a lot more out there, a lot more that we haven't fully discovered here on Earth, and it's a world of amazement. I mean, it is a world where you get to see other people's world with just looking at their face. It is a world where you get to experience the voice of a person by how they draw, by how they send you text messages, by how 6:43. All right. So it's an amazing place. Everything. You know, I'm not gonna say everything has a purpose, but Sir Isaac Newton did say his third law says for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So what that means to me is everything has a purpose, because for there to be an equal and opposite reaction, there has to be in everything. And if there's everything, there's a reaction, which is the purpose of why the everything is there. So I believe, I just kind of like to perceive myself as more of an investigator, because what if it's possible that there's bigger forces out there that want you to believe in certain things that are not good for you? Then what you have to do is question the hell out of everything. So, alright, it's been 8 minutes and 6 seconds. I have no proper guideline to how this video should have gone. I spoke about some random shit. So I had a dream this morning. It was very kind of bizarre. I miss. I always seem to forget a lot of my past. It's not because I got hit in the head or too much drugs, but what I'm trying to say is that I have to watch a cartoon or a TV show over and over again to actually remember what the whole punchline was. And I'm ending it with that. So, peace.